Hey folks, this is John Dreesen with the City of McCall GIS department. Just wanted to go over quickly with you how to utilize ArcGIS Explorer for your iOS or Android phone. So let's get started here. First, get out your phones and you're going to go to either the iTunes store or the Google Play Store. I happen to have an Android phone, so I'm going to go to the Google Play Store. The process will be the same though. In the search function, just type in ArcGIS, that's ARCGIS Explorer. Go ahead and hit enter. Just give it 1 second. And here you're going to see that there's several applications put out by ArcGIS. It's the main software company that we use to actually create a lot of our maps and manage our spatial data. But we're just going to need the first one here. You can see there that it's free. So go ahead and install Explorer for ArcGIS. Hit install. Accept. And I'm going to give this a moment and pause the video. You may want to hit pause on your video as well. Alright, well, ArcGIS Explorer is just finished installing. Let's go ahead and select Open. Now, if you're using an Apple phone or an iOS phone, or a tablet, any other device, it may look slightly different. That's okay, the process should still be the same. So on the very bottom here, it's going to ask you to sign in. That's only if you have an account. You don't need to create one. In very small print, it's a little bit sneaky. Just hit continue without signing in. And we're going to connect. Go ahead and hit close. And here it's just taking you through some of the initial setup and features. And to access the maps that we've published, we're going to go ahead and hit Find Maps. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. The software company has actually used McCall for quite a bit of examples for training. So don't type in McCall Idaho or McCall, ID. Just type in McCall. Otherwise, you're going to get a flood of maps, which aren't going to be the data that you need. And for some odd reason, we get San Bernardino homicides. Not related to McCall, Idaho whatsoever. The very second one is City of McCall GIS. This would be perfect for landowners, realtors, if you're trying to find utility, parcel information, easements, etc., zoning. We have the Recreation McCall, Idaho, which has trails across Idaho. We have demographics, which was derived from the 2010 and 2014 census. It's just a census analysis. And we have some other ones on here as well. Feel free to explore. There's some pretty cool stuff here. But we're going to cover City of McCall GIS. This is the one that we think is going to be of the most use for you. The map is just going to load here. Take a few moments to render the aerial image. It's going to be a Google image background. And you can see that we have building footprints, parcel data, parcel lines appearing. And then we have some tools on the very bottom here, across the bottom. The first one being the layers list. And you can see the legend here. And in the upper right-hand corner, we have layers. Go ahead and select that. You can turn on addresses. You can turn on sewer points. These would be manholes or subterranean sewer features. Sewer lines. We have water utilities, pathways, easements, subdivision plats. If you do live in a subdivision, it's always good to look up some of the easements that are related to that on your subdivision plat. Those are hyperlinked. So for now, we're just going to turn on subdivisions. We're going to go ahead and in the upper left select back. That was next to the map contents. And so the next tool is actually a little bullseye. This will give you your location on the map. can see, of course, I'm in City Hall. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the bank next door to me. Just tap it. Here we can see some basic information. We can click on subdivision here. Sometimes we have two features. Go ahead and select go ahead and select that. We have the option of either opening subdivisions or the parcel data for Sterling Savings Bank there. We go ahead and select subdivisions. You can see that we've hyperlinked all the plats, so you can open that up. You can open that up in Acrobat if you'd like. That may take a moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and fairly old plat. I'm going to hit back on my phone, back in the upper left-hand corner to get back to the map. If you're looking to just locate an address, the next tool in the bottom corner is the little eyeglass. We're going to hit the find. I'm going to try 915 Romine. That's where I used to live. I just moved here. Go ahead and, before you hit enter, we recommend using the suggestions for the geocoding service, or the search service. Otherwise you may get Vallejo, California, or 915 Romine Court in Las Vegas. So you definitely need to make sure that you're selecting the McCall, Idaho. And boom, taken right there. Now the next tool, see that there's three dots in the very bottom right-hand corner. You can add bookmarks. You may find that the measure tool would be great use to you if you're trying to measure right-of-way width. Because this is, we receive our data from the county assessor's office. Can't guarantee the accuracy or spatial accuracy of where the property corners lie. Please take that with a grain of salt. We know that in some places it can be up to 15 feet off. However, we're working to improve that and put out a better product for you. Feel free to shoot us an email if you notice something very off. Secondly, the aerial image isn't necessarily orthorectified for every tile correctly, so that can also cause some errors. But in general, should be able to measure across right-of-ways. We're going to go ahead and hit the measure. In the upper corner, or in the top of your screen, you can either measure a straight line, a polygon, and in our case we're just going to do a straight line. And then to the right of that we're going to change it from miles to feet. I'm going to zoom in. And then here, go ahead and place your finger on your screen, but don't let go. You can see that the crosshairs come up, so you can actually get pretty accurate there. And so I'm going to measure to the other side. Doing the same thing, I'm trying to get it as straight as possible. You can see that it reads 59.78 feet. Generally, right-of-ways are in integers, so we're going to estimate that that's probably 60 feet. And then I'm going to hit the trash button on the bottom to get rid of that. Then I'm going to hit the checkbox in the upper left-hand corner to get out of this measure feature. Next, you can sketch. In the top corner, you can select line width. Perhaps I just want to highlight something, take a screenshot, send it to my coworker, send it to my friend. There we go. I'm right here. This is the area I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead and hit the checkbox again. And finally, we have base maps. Now, ArcGIS, or Esri, which is the company that produces this, offers several base maps. One is produced in conjunction with National Geographic. In the bottom left there, we have topo maps, which are generally from 1995 or prior, but can be extremely useful. I like topo maps, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Zoom out a little bit. this a little bit of time. I'm in a brick building right now, so the internet's going to be a little bit slow. You can see that's trying to render right now. We have found that the aerial image will let you zoom in further than some of the other base maps. It's pretty sharp. But that's it for ArcGIS Explorer for iOS and Android. If you have any questions, give us a call or shoot me an email. My email is jdriesen, that's JDRIESSEN, at mccall.id.us. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.